Ooh, this is gonna be a good one, folks. This is gonna be a good one. Greetings, 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 greetings. Give honor to the ancestors, known and unknown, those that came before me, those that will come after. Oh man, these are so vital moments that we're living in. Give honor to Source, which we all will return to. What are we gonna speak about first? I was gonna do a live on YouTube, but I kind of enjoy the video aspect and then uploading. But anywho, there's gonna be a lot of clarity. I like to say uploads. Some people like to say downloads, but we're spiraling up. A lot more awareness that is coming to from the subconscious to the consciousness or whatever. I've always been sharing with people like, hey, that spiritual currency is so vital. The awareness that I've been getting on spiritual currency this is the purpose of why we're all returning, and some of us who know that you kind of been here before or have that feeling like your purpose here now is not to return again. And this is for those that you know will be guided to this video or eventually will. This is for those who are aware and will come into this awareness. This healing journey, this karmic journey, or this universal law, or let's make this one clear, make this very clear, the powers that be now. When we speak about the Orishas, if there's anyone that's not speaking in that aspect of healing, pushing the narrative of holistic healing, oneness, love, and truth, be very cautious and aware. Again, spiritual warfare is at play. And I've become aware that some people don't even know that they're being, they don't even have their mind. Their mind is not free. This is one thing we have to be very aware of. It's not so much of control, but they're not steering or driving or in their own driver's seat in a way. But the most part of all of this is that the surrenderings to divine flow. So there's so much coming out, and this is due to the spells being broken, the illusions being shattered, the power of love and light illuminating a dark building, room, or whatever it is. And it's so much that is coming up and out. For the most part, we have to remind ourselves to stay grounded, stay centered, stay heart-centered, loving ourselves, self-care. That's one thing that I've been very prone on, or I really don't care for the English language in a way, but self-care has been very vital. And for those of you that are on this journey, learning about your spiritual journey or awakening, some may use the term black sheep or outcast, chosen one. I would like to say anointed. And it's like, when I say anointed, just imagine this image of this huge hand coming down, and there's this limitless number of people, and just touches this one person, anoint them. Like people, I used to be in church and stuff, and people anoint you with oil. this is for you. Know that where you are is purposeful, and being neutral, staying centered, gratitude. Try every day to learn something to elevate yourself. For some of us, a lot of us didn't come here to be so more focused on relationship, but more on, because a lot of things were programmed just outwardly with, external things. But now the internal, the spiritual currency, the security, the importance of this is now seeing why the healing aspect there's so many things that is being brought to surface, centered around, again, that relationship, not only with others, but reminds us of the connection that we have with Source, or the Most High, the Creator, Soul. And tapping into things like that as such will allow one to see the bigger picture and in its totality. As I would say, one all in one, one and all. So again, some of us are seeing now like the beauty and the balance of interacting, having human interactions, and then also interacting with self and honoring that, because that is what's going to keep the healing vibrations or the love vibrations elevating not only ourselves but Earth, Kai, or just being in a more healthier, honorable place or sacred place. So your healing, it's not, again, we're coming in and realizing that, and this is just a reminder, is that a lot of people don't know what genuine love is, or the vibration of love. They don't know how that is displayed. This is why one can seem intimidating in a way, or your light can be blinding in a way. And it's very few, so don't get caught up in the idea, because a lot of things are turning, the tables are turning, and you're going to see why a lot of our journeys had to be individually, but also the importance of collective, meaning the spiritual aspect. So this is why a lot of our journeys had to be what it was. A lot of us had to see the corruption, the unrighteousness, the injustice, past, present, and now leading into the future. So you're going to see why your journey was so vital. I become more aware now why I had to be removed from certain environments, certain circumstances. It was bigger than me. Not trying to hold on to the idea, which only caused me suffering, because of emotional attachment, because the attachment to the idea of how I feel life should be, or what life should be. And really, I start to really look at it like a programming, in a sense of like, when we're talking about Big Mama Mother, you're talking about a database, you're talking about anything dealing with mama. I'm like, So I start to look at things from a perception of the anatomy of a woman. How beautiful, how even in our bodies, or how when a woman is going through a cleansing or a cycle in her life, things have to be purged out. Things have to be clean, like a computer, a database, a motherboard. A virus comes, things have to be cleaned, wiped away, purged out, whatever, however way that seems. And I'm seeing the beauty of how when a lot of us had to endure a lot of pain, and this was due to so much happening with the mother. And this is why a lot of us now see the importance of pushing the narrative of healing, which is, in a sense, a painless and a holistic way of living and being. And then this causes us to vibrate or elevate higher to where we don't want to even have, some of us, human interactions in a way, or be around just low vibrational things. And you'll see why a lot of relationships, a lot of connections, no matter what was going on, you're going to realize that your warfare, spiritual warfare, had you not, or people had to put themselves in a place where, again, it was for your protection. Something was protecting you, as so with that person. And so before we pass judgment or just assume that certain things are to write people off, it's actually for the greater good of all, to the harm of none. I honestly know that the divine has purposely divided people. And I don't mean in a way to, yes, in a way, yes. In a way, divide in a sense for protection, but to come together and see the unity, to divide people, not in a way of manipulation or confusion, but in a way to come into union with self. See, a lot of what's coming and what's happening is that we're seeing a display of so much that hasn't been of the righteous or prosperous in any way. It's just so centered around pain and destruction and violence and so many things. This is why a lot of us are coming into this awareness consciously and seeing the bigger picture on why it is we're here, what it is we're here to do, and why so much is the importance of going with the divine flow. And so, and like, we're at that place now, yo, where whatever's going to be left behind, it's going to be left behind. The decision is going to be made. The decision has already been made for those that aren't aware. So it's going to be very important why your spiritual discernment and being secure within self is for your spiritual gifts to heighten in these moments, because I'm not one to push fear. I push love and healing. And for those that are aware of the Orisha, that's the purpose of what's being ushering in and created. Our ancestors are becoming more powerful when we honor them, not what was previously before that, something that's centered around fear. No. This is very important now and vital. And this, some of us aren't. I'll tell you one thing. I used to, it's a place where I grew up at, and I used to listen to the Fugees. And there's songs that used to scare me. And I don't feel like it scared me to the place where I feared it. No. A lot of now, when I listen to a lot of shit, a lot of songs with them, it was prophecy. And I want y'all, a lot of y'all to take note on this. by us, a lot of us being at high vibrational frequencies or coming in at a different um, mindset, awareness, consciously, or whatever, wherever we are, you know who you are. You are advanced. You are almost like 10, 20 steps ahead. We are actually, this is why a lot of you are going to realize why you are so divinely protected. This is why a lot of you are going to realize that when Spirit said, touch not my anointed, do them no harm, take note on that. Because a lot of stuff that's unseen right now is bigger than people trying to, this song I will listen to, matter of fact, speaking about the Fugees, I recommend a song called Nobody by Nas and Lauryn Hill. And she mentioned, she was like, all my focus is something like, my focus is on my freedom now. And what she say? My focus is on my freedom now. And why would I join them when I know that I can beat them now? They put their words on me and they can eat them now. So when I listened to that and I heard, I was like, wow. Because the universe sends us so many signs to so many things, synchronicities. And you're going to see why you didn't join that career or that corporation or whatever it was. Because it's corrupted. And a lot of us are not building things on corruption. You're going to see why connections, relationships, or even certain things was not meant for you because it wasn't in alignment for what your purpose is and where you're going. And then when she said her focus is on freedom, I was like, oh my gosh. Because that's what this really is about. Freeing your mind, feeling free, being that butterfly that knows it's free. And this is why I will always speak about the caterpillar, going through that cocoon metaphysically. We're speaking on, a metaphysical perspective in a way, looking at it from a spiritual aspect, seeing things from a spiritual aspect. No one knows what goes on when that caterpillar is in that cocoon, in that darkness, because there's something inside that cannot be seen. Only the creator, source, knows what goes on in that cocoon. No one knows. So that's to say to you, no one really knows what goes on within you, but only very few that can connect, that has a connection to source and connection to the Most High, the Creator, that knows what is happening and knows not to panic. But you're going to see those in these coming moments panic. And there's going to be some not so good things that are going to come about. But this is why I tell you the importance of listening to those that have been sent here on a mission. And that actually know what's coming and know what's happening. A lot of us know that this is not our destination. A lot of us, some of us don't even care. But in a sense, as much as we want to run away, we know that, again, we're protected, divinely guided and protected. So we're still going to enjoy it, make the best out of it. That's the beauty of it. And again, like, that song was just so vital. The song is called Nobody, but I recommend listening to it because it's talking about being places where you are nobody. Because you see this psychotic society or place driven off so much rage and manipulation and just so many things. And as you elevate and you find that peace and you cherish that and value that, you're going to see why it's so important to get your ass out of Dodge and travel and go to another country and You know, go where you are received with love and appreciated with love and embraced with love. And it's going to happen. It's already happening. It's just a lot of things is patience right now. And most importantly, in this eclipse season, just so many things is that this is how things come online, awakening. Um, and so just remember to breathe and just get prepared. Again, a lot of you have gifts because you are given these gifts to be 5, 10 steps ahead, because you are a part of this divine order. That's the beauty of it. That's the awareness that I had in realizing that you're seeing a part of the old paradigm and the panicking and the fear, and you're seeing it on full display. It's like the curtain is closing and they got to put on the show. And now those that, again, you were meant to create and be in this, to create something that, again, it's not familiar. People are not familiar with people doing stuff out of love and not focus so more solely on money and you know, all that other crap. And then eventually, guess who they're gonna run to? Guess who they're gonna be looking for? Because it's your ideas. You're gonna have the things that they're looking for. Because the things that, again, in the past was driven off something that no longer is gonna withstand in this new world, in this new beginning. We're seeing it. You're seeing the end of a fucking, when they say the end of the world, this is what's happening. It's like, laugh more. A lot of y'all should be happy for this shit. It's the end to pain and suffering. It's like the rapture. It's like the end of a cycle. We're all completing something. There's a completion. Oh, it's something I cannot put into words. In the word it says heaven dwells within. My message, especially to a lot of mothers and women, I push the narrative to a lot of melanated and dark women because, again, the origins of everything is, you know, comes from the darkness, the triple darkness. So I push this narrative to you because you are the origins of everything. And a nation can only rise as high as its woman. And you have to look at a place that doesn't rise the woman up. It has tried or attempted in the past to diminish everything about that. This is why the attack has always been on that. But that's very few. That's why in other countries they uplift, or it will continue to be uplifted. And that's why they're so cherished in other countries. A lot of stuff you see, people are not focused on what really they look like externally. This is just due to social media, certain things that has certain people around the world believing that. But no, man. When it's in you, you know it's in you. And that's why a lot of people are going to go where they know they're valued. So it has nothing to do with color. This is just a narrative that's been pushed about that. It's just a part of the wicked trying to, anything that causes division, stay away from. Because the depths of it all is that people are trying to return to love, to essence, to source. Isn't that what we're all trying to do? And you have to recognize the people that aren't connected to source. They have no connection. And then you realize when you live through love, you'll be able to pick up on that vibration. And it'll be able to illuminate those. So It's much more I would love to share, but I know how important my rest is. But again, you're gonna have people from different cultures and creeds. They're coming into their awareness. I saw a video today, oh my gosh. And people gotta realize, like, the ancestors will speak through people, or, you know, the creator will come and speak through people to bring more awareness. And that's what's happening. Because no one can run from what's taking place, what's happening, what's unfolding. No one can. But you can do it in a way where you just gotta accept. Sometimes giving in, giving up, and it's like surrenderance. That's a giving up in a way. Surrendering to the divine flow. But I'm ready. I'm ready to be by that crystal clear water. You know, just eating some fruit, some fresh fruit. Oh, it's so many things. But man, and remember, one thing I realized is that we shouldn't laugh at people. You never know who's anointed, especially on the street or wherever. You never know who's sent into your life. A lot of folks have no idea. But again, leave the judgment to the Most High. Peace and blessings. Shalom.